Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a macrame wall hanging. And I think it's going to turn out to be about a medium piece. I'm going to make it to hang over my bed. So, and it's going to be basically beginner friendly because I'm just going to use the same old basic knots that we've always been using. And so if you're just starting out, just stick with it. You can do it. It just might take a little bit of time, so just be patient. And so what we're going to need today is a dowel rod or something to put your ropes on. I've got a piece of driftwood here that I picked up down at the creek for free, so real inexpensive there. And of course I've got my yarn again. I would prefer rope, but I didn't make it to the store, so we're just going to roll with what I've got, and that's yarn. And then of course you're going to need some scissors. So let's get started, okay? Today we're going to be cutting our yarn. I think I'm going to do about 42 pieces, and I'm going to cut them about 3 bodies length long. Now for me, a body's length is about 4.5 feet, so you can do the math there. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. And then I'm going to cut my yarn right here. And like I said, I'm going to start with 42 of them, and I hope that's going to be enough. If not, I'll let you know exactly how many that we end up with. Okay. Okay, so what I've done here is I've got 32 pieces up here at 3 bodies length each. And I'm going to go ahead and put 2 more on there to make 34. This is 3 bodies length. And I just wanted to show you how to do the lark's head knot. You take your 2 ends of your rope and put them together. And then go all the way back down to this end, and you have a loop there. You're going to put this loop behind your wood or your rod, whatever you're hanging it on, and you take the ends here and pull them through this loop, and then pull that up tight. Now be forewarned, when you're working with a piece of wood, you're gonna have all kinds of little crooks, you know, bends and everything, and these little things where the limbs were coming off of it at one time. It's okay. It's okay. Just work them in as best you can. It just gives your piece character, and just work it in as best you can and go with it. So again, for the lark's head knot, put your 2 ends together. Go back down. There's your loop. Put your loop behind, and then pull the ends through that loop. And pull it up to the top. There you have a lark's head knot. Okay, for this next step, what I'm going to start out with is a row of square knots. For square knots, you have to have an even amount of ropes because they take 4 ropes each. And we're going to start over here. Take your first 4 ropes. You're going to take the one on the left and bend it up into a 4. Take the one on the right over that one that you just bent into a 4. Take it back and through this loop right here. And pull it up to the top. When you're pulling it up tight, when you're working with yarn, again, make sure these 2 here in the middle don't twist on you. Now for the second part of the knot, you go the other way. Start on the right, make a backwards 4, this over the right one, and back behind and through this loop right here that you made. And pull it up to the top. Now, it is hard to work with yarn because it is so soft and so flimsy, and you're not going to be able to see your knots as well because it's so much softer than rope. I would prefer to have rope, but I didn't have the time to get to the store, and I'll be quite honest, $30 worth of rope just wasn't going to be in the budget this week, just for rope to hang on the wall. So if you're just starting out and you don't have the rope that you need, don't let that discourage you and keep it from have that keep you from starting off. Just grab you some yarn if that's what you have, and just go with it and start learning. I mean, that's what I did. I didn't have rope whenever I first started, but I did have yarn. So that's what I did. I just grabbed my yarn and started macrameing. And, you know, this piece, I wanted to do it this week, and so the rope ain't there, but the yarn is. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it with the yarn, and next week or so, if the money's there for the rope, then I'll just remake the piece. And I'll give this away, you know, to my friends, or sell it, or if nobody wants it, I'll just rip it up and crochet me something out of it. It's not a big deal. Just work with what you got. And, you know, so I didn't have the rope this week, but I do want to thank my best friend for giving me the yarn, so I do have something to work with. I very much appreciate it. So what we're going to do with this is we're just going to keep on doing these square knots all the way across. And then we will start on the next section of it. Okay, so we have made the square knots all the way across. And next what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my center square knot right here. And I'm going to split it in half. These two are going to go this way. These two are going to go this way. I'm going to take the middle one to the left, and I'm going to do a double half hitch down the side here. Now, I'm only going to go probably about 4 square knots over, and then I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to put a couple of square knots right here. So to do the double half hitch, take the one that is behind it, bend this one over to the left, take the one that is behind it, come up, make that loop, and then take the end and put through that loop and pull it up to the top. And you're going to do that twice to secure the knot. Now, then you just go on to the next one and just keep doing that same thing. Do it twice. There, and then the next one. There it is. Like I said, I'm going to go probably down 1, 2, 3 more, and then I'm going to stop and do, I'm going to do a set of square knots on this side. Okay, I have got my double half hitches down the side here, and I'm going to put some square knots right here. The reason why I went ahead and started this is so I could get closer to it and see where my traveling rope is going to lay. That's where my double half hitches are going to go. That lets me see where I want to put my square knots up here in this section. So I'm wanting to put them right about here. So I'm going to take 2 from here and 2 from here, and I'm going to work square knots. A square knot right there. And then I'm going to come down just a little bit, and I'm going to take the 2 on the right of this square knot and the 2 right beside it, and I'm going to do another square knot there. Here's another square knot right there. And then I'm going to take these two and do another square knot right there. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to do another one square knot right below these. I'm going to take the four center ones right there. And I'm going to do another one there. And then after I do that, then I'm going to continue on with the double half hitch all the way down to the end. So I will keep on traveling down all the way to this rope here. Okay, so I just wanted to correct something real quick. I didn't like the way these square knots were looking, so instead I'm going to take these next two on this side and the next two on this side and put another set of square knots there. So instead of doing one and then two and then one, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then back down to 2 and 1. I think that'll look a lot better. And then I will go ahead and finish up with the double half hitch on this side. Okay, then we're going to use these three here in the middle and put another one there. That's the good thing with macrame. If you don't like it, you just rip it out and try something different. And usually they come apart pretty easy. Okay, now we're going to skip these two and we're going to use the next 4. And that'll reduce this row down and we'll have 2 here. And the next 4 to the right like that. Another one right there. And then we're going to find the center 4 and do one more right there, and that will complete our diamond. And there it is. Now we're going to use our traveling rope here and keep on traveling down. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now on that side. So now we're going to go over to the other side and we're going to do the exact same thing. And I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so whenever we started with this one, we went with this, with the right side of this square knot, or the left side. Now we're going to go to the right side. We're going to take this center one right here. We're going to bring it over like that. This is our traveling rope. And we're going to take the one behind it, loop it up, put that through this loop, and pull. Pull that up to the top. And do it once more to secure the knot. Like that. Now we're going to do this the same way as we done the other side. So we're going to do double half hitch all the way over to about 4 square knots from this side. 1, 2, 3, or 3. We're going to go right about in here with it and stop so we can put our diamond right here, just like we did over there. Okay, so I've got the double half hitch all the way over to where we need to start our square knots here now. And we're going to go over into the center of these, which will be these 4. And we're going to put 1 square knot here, like we did on the other side. And try to look at the other side and see how far up you need to go with this. So, you know, you can make it fairly even. Okay, there's that one. And now we're going to do the alternating. We're going to come down and take the 2 from the left and the next 2 to the left of that one. And we're going to do another one. Then we're going to come to the right, take these 2 right ones and the 2 right ones next to it. Now, we're going to do the 3. So we're going to take the 2 on the right of this one and the 2 next to it, just like that. And we're going to do another row of those square knots here to make 3 of them. Now, these 2 and these 2 on the left. Then the one in the center of this row, which will be these 4 center ones right here. There's that row done. Now we're going to start decreasing, so take the 2 on the end and leave off and get the next 4. Leave the 2 off of the left side, excuse me, and get the next 4. And now get the 4 in the center for the last square knot of the diamond. And then go ahead and get your traveling rope and keep on traveling down all the way to the end. Okay, so we finished up the double half hitch on the left side. Now we're going to move to the center, and we're going to do this same diamond right here in the center. So we're going to get the 4 middle ropes here, and we're going to do a square knot, and you want to put it about just a little higher than what your 2 ends are, because you want these 2 ends to hit right about there. So just put it a little bit above where the center is going to be. Do your square knot, and we're basically just going to do that exact same diamond right here in the center. Now we're going to do alternating square knots. So 2 to the, 1 to the right and 1 to the left. And then we'll go down and do 3, and then we'll decrease down and do 1 or 2 and then 1. Two to the right of the square knot, and then these next two next to it. And now again, these two, the 2 on the left of that square knot right there, and the 2 next to it. This will be our row of 3. And the 2 remaining and the 2 next to it for the last one on this row. And now to start decreasing, we leave these 2 off and take the next 4 in line. Now the next 4, which leaves the 2 on the end empty. And then the center 4 to finish up the diamond. Now, there's the center part. Now for the next section of it, we're going to get our traveling rope, that we originally had up here, and we're just going to head back down to the middle. So you take your traveling rope, and instead of keep going this way, which of course you can't because there ain't no more, then you're going to turn back down like this. So turn it down like this, take the one beside it, and just start going again. Back down the other way. And go all the way back down to the center. Okay, so I've finished this side, and I've went all the way to where you can see right here the center part of this center square knot. The one on the left side, the centermost one on the left side, right side, is where I stopped. Now, we're going to take this traveling rope to the left, and we're going to come down and do the exact same thing all the way to the center. So you hold this one down. It's basically the same thing we did over here and up here, just going the other way with it now. So you hold it up there, put this through the loop, pull it up tight, and do it again. You always do it twice to secure the knot. Just like that. And we're going to keep on going all the way down to the center. Okay, so we're finished with both sides of the double half hitch. Now we're going to close these up. So you take your two traveling ropes here. See which one's the traveling rope? I think it's that one. And you can either cross them this way or you can cross them this way. I think I'm going to go this way. And you just do that same double half hitch again. One last time. And it'll close it up into a nice little V. One more time to set the knot. And there we go. Okay, so now we're going to put these diamonds here. We're going to put one here and one over here. So if you count, it's taken up 14 ropes from the side. So we're going to come down here and we're going to count out 14 ropes. And we're going to find the center of these so we can do our first square knot. So I believe it's going to be those four right there. So the first square knot there. And we're just going to bring it up to wherever we think it's going to look nice. Maybe right there. It's about 1.5 inches below the double half hitch. And we're going to start our diamond right there. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did up here and here. We're going to do the exact same thing here, and then we're going to do another one over here right at the same level. Okay everyone, what I've done is I went ahead and done the diamond here and here, but then this here was looking a little bit blank, so I went ahead and put one there in the center. Now we've got all this excess down here. I'm just going to cut all these off straight. I'm going to keep it a little bit long since it is going above my bed. So I think I will cut them probably right about here. And I'll just gather them up and just cut them straight across. And there you have it. Hi, this is the finished piece. Oh my gosh, I like it so much. And I don't know, it just looks good. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching my video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, give me a good thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks, have a good day. Bye.